Hi everyone, my name is Dan Horner, and the purpose of this video is to show you how you can download and install Visual Studio Community Edition. Now, as of the recording of this video, it's going to be Microsoft Visual Studio 2019. But let me go ahead and show you how to install it. I'm installing it on a Windows 10 PC. You may be in a different situation, and you may even be installing a different version if you're watching this video in the future. However, the same basic approaches can be followed. So let's go ahead and start. We'll navigate over to visualstudio.microsoft.com/vs/community. This web page will give you a lot of detail, but at the very top is where I can click Download Visual Studio. I'll begin right there. I'll have to download this executable file and place it on my desktop. That's the easiest way for me to find the file. You go ahead and choose your location. We'll be deleting this particular file once we're done with the installation. While I'm all set, I'll go ahead and left-click the download. I'm going to say yes, it's all right to install. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize this window so we can just focus on what the installer is telling me to do. Let's go ahead and choose Continue. Now, your first set of choices that you have on the installation revolves around workloads. Now, there are individual tabs here, and if you have higher knowledge of Visual Studio, you might want to go after individual components. But I'm going to assume that this video for you is being watched because you're trying to figure out how to even start so that you install the right things so that, for instance, you could learn, say, C++ or you could learn ASP.NET. You need a place, an integrated development environment where you can begin to type in your code to exercise the different things that you've learned. So for us, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and download the C++ desktop development environment. You may be wanting to learn C++. I'm also going to download the ASP.NET and web development environment. Same kind of thing. Perhaps you're wanting to learn and practice writing code that's usable within a web application, and we can use ASP.NET for that. Now, there are other things that you can do, but look on the right how different things started to be selected for me. Now, that's good because I didn't have to know each and everything that I might need to support this particular workload. Now, you can scan through here and look for other items that you may need for things that you are wanting to learn. But for right now, we're going to keep things very straightforward. I'm just selecting C++. I'm selecting ASP.NET, and I'm going to go ahead and add in Python development as well, just because I want them there. Whatever you select and you go through the installation, don't worry, because later, if you need to go ahead and add another workload, then just go ahead and Google, how do I modify my workloads in Visual Studio? And then you'll find articles that'll tell you how you can actually add even more workloads. But for right now, I'm going to select C++, Python, and ASP.NET. Now that that's done, I don't have to worry about the other tabs. For instance, individual components, when I select it, see how items have been selected for me. That's because of the workloads that I already selected. As far as language packs, be sure to select where you are most comfortable. I've got English selected. Installation locations. You can look and accept the defaults, but if you want to place this installation in a very specific place on your hard drive, then you can go ahead and modify that right here. I'm keeping the defaults. Let's go ahead and choose Install. I'm going to hold off on this, and we'll let the installation continue. I'm probably going to edit the video down so you don't have to sit through the entire installation. So don't worry if your installation takes longer than what you see on the video. Let's sit back and go for it. One thing you'll want to notice on my installation screen is right above where I'm installing Visual Studio Community 2019, you can also see that I've installed a couple years ago Visual Studio 2017. And I want to let you know that's okay. When you've got different versions of Visual Studio, they can coexist. Now, you'll have to be careful which one that you open. So if for some reason you're downloading Community 2019 for a particular project or a class that you're working on, but yet you've installed a previous version of Community Edition or even just Visual Studio itself, it's okay for them both to coexist. You're just going to have to be aware of which one that you're opening when you want to go ahead and work on the particular problems that you've been either assigned or that you're using for self-development. All right, we're getting to where things are almost complete. We're at 95%. Okay, we are done. Now, a reboot's required, and here I am trying to record a video to show you how this is going to work. I am not going to reboot just yet. What I am going to tell you before I do that, and then we'll pick it up from there, is I have cut right about 12 minutes out of this video. So if your installation is going a lot slower than what you're watching on this video right now, don't worry. I mean, grab a cup of coffee, get a glass of water, take a lap, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and let your installation complete. And then when you come back and your installation is all done, choose restart. And I'll meet you on the other side of the restart so that I can show you how to go ahead and test your installation and see if everything went smoothly. Take care. Bye now.